Hello, I'm Amanda of Inspiring Inkin. Welcome to my studio. In today's video we're going to be making a cute little gift bag. Now this gift bag uses half a sheet of 12 by 12 patterned paper and it's a good size, really quick and simple to do. So let's turn the camera around and get crafting. So this is the lovely little gift bag we are going to make. You need half a sheet of patterned paper, 12 by 12 patterned paper. I will be giving you measurements both in inches and centimetres, so whichever you prefer to work in. And if you scroll down, you will see all of the measurements, whether you're on my blog or YouTube or Facebook. You'll see all of the measurements listed out for you. There's nothing complicated. it's just a few score lines. That is all. The first thing that you do need to pay attention to though is the pattern of your paper. So this bag is scored so it goes horizontally, so it goes around. So this patterned paper is absolutely fine because it's an all over pattern and it's flowers that don't necessarily have to go in a direction. Whereas this paper, because there's kind of the right way up for the ornament, you want to cut it in half along this side. So let me get my trimmer and cut this in half. So here are all of the measurements for the main part of the bag, and then I will give you additional measurements for the little top flap. So I'm starting out with a 6" by 12" piece. If you're working in centimetres, that'll be 15 by 30. I've rounded it up. True 12 by 12 is 30½, but I've just worked it in round figures. So I hope that helps, but it's not crucial if you just want to leave your patterned paper the full width, because the last measurement is the glue tab anyway. So this paper is from Whimsy and Wonder. And I hope you can see it's got this iridescent foiling. It depends what light you get it in. Sometimes it kind of picks up blue tones and green tones, silvery tones, almost golden tones as well. And I'm going to use my trimmer as well to score. Now just be careful when you're scoring with paper. If you're too heavy-handed, you can tear paper. So just be careful. So I am just going to move that down there. Just check. Oh no, that's not in shot. Right, hang on. I'll move that there. So then hopefully this won't cover it. So with the 12" piece at the top, we're going to score at 4 inches. 5½, 9½, and 11. And then you're going to turn it and score it at 5. Now, the important thing, when you're scoring it at 5, that's the base. So you're scoring the base. So make sure the top of the pattern is going away from you when you score that. So I'll show you what could have happened. Okay, so this score line is going to be the base here. Oops. If I'd scored it up here, then you would have ended up with upside down ornaments, which wouldn't have been good. Okay, so the measurements, if you are using centimetres, are 10 centimetres, 14, 24 and 28. So I'll just put that to one side, or whilst I get the measurements for the cardstock for the top of the box. So the box topper, you need a piece of cardstock that is 4 inches by 3.5. So let's just chop that. 4 inches by 3.5, and then you're going to score it at 1 3/4 inches. And that will give you your box topper. If you're working in centimetres, it's 10 centimetres by 8. And you're going to score here at 4. So basically you're just making a little book fold that's even both sides. Now I'm using this triple punch just to give a little bit of decoration on the corners. It's fabulous. So it's got a corner rounder, which I'm going to use. There's this decorative flower leaf, and then this is sort of a ribbon punch or a hole punch for a tag. And all you do is you just slide in the cardstock and punch. So just make sure it's located right into the corner. So there are little guides on for each corner. So that just gives a really beautiful decorative edge. And then I've got some cool baker's twine as well. It's got sort of a silvery finish. And there are my little punched out bits. I need to find a use for those. Haven't found a use for them yet, but there you go. So I'm just going to use my bone folder and just reinforce these score lines. This is so pretty on the inside, these lovely Christmas trees. This is all misty moonlight, the colour. Let's just reinforce there. Now I'll cut on this side because it's probably slightly easier for you to see. So I'm cutting on the score line from the base up to the cross with the score line. And then this last little square here, I'm taking that piece off. I'm going to put glue on this tab here. And fold that over the top. It's always easiest with a bag or a box to fold it, to glue it whilst it's flat, because then the edges line up really neatly. This is going to be the back of your box. This will be the front. So with the front away from you, what I'm actually going to do is just fold these pieces in. Now, you may want to trim a little bit off these two pieces because they edge right to the edge of the bag, and sometimes, depending on how secure your gluing is and how much glue you've actually put on, I need to put a bit more on there, that's lifting, you might be able to see it poking through. So just give it a little tiny trim, little sliver. Ooh. There we go. So work out where the front is again. Okay, so that's the front. So the reason I'm working out which side the front is I want that piece to come down last. So it's kind of a nice curved edge. So we're going to put that piece down and then those down. So we're going to put a little bit of glue here and here for those to go down. And nope, not that way. Let's not do it that way. Fold the tabs in first. It's obviously one of those gluing days where I put the glue in the wrong place. So fold those tabs in first and put a little bit of glue on that side. That's better. And then you're going to put glue here, because that's going to stick to here, and along there as well. So this base, because I wanted it to be quite tall, this base piece doesn't come all the way over to the other side. So that's why you have to glue it in that order. So use your bone folder and tap all the way down. You might be able to get your hand in there and give it a squish as well. And then in order to give the bag a little bit of shape, if you use your fingers to press in at the top and squish it like that, that will give the bag a little bit of shape. Then all we need to do is attach the topper for the bag to the reverse. So it's glued down on the back, but not on the front. So if I just take this one off to show you, because you need to be able to open it to get inside. So let's get plenty of glue on this one. Again, remember to check which side is the back. Oh, it's the back. Whoop. And line it up so the top of the bag rests up against that score line, and just give it a good squash. And then we're going to wrap the baker's twine round. Now, unless you've got a willing volunteer to help you, this is the point at which you think, well, how can I hold the bag and do the baker's twine? This is why you need clothes pegs. These are with me in my craft room all the time. They are the extra pair of fingers that I always wish I had. So it just means then I can wrap my baker's twine round. I think I'm going to go 3 times round. Oop. I can tie it in a nice bow. And it just means it's easy. You're not having to fight to kind of tie it. And take the pegs off then. And then, because this isn't like a permanent, I'm not sticking the bow down in any way, so it just kind of slides off. But you just want to faff with it a little bit to make it look pretty, and then trim it off. And then there you go. There is the little bag finished. Now, I am sure you will want to know how big this bag is. It is 5 inches, 4 inches wide, and 1.5 inches deep. If you work in centimetres, it is 13 centimetres tall, 10 and a tiddly bit, just about 10 inches wide, and then 4 inches deep. No, 10 centimetres wide. Oh, let's try that again. 10 centimetres wide and 4 centimetres deep. So that's the Christmas version. Here's the flowery version. Let's just pop all of those down like so. You can get quite a lot in here. So there you go. So there are the completed bags. Do please subscribe to my YouTube channel, my mailing list, which is on my blog, which is www.inspiringinkin.com. That way you will always be the first to know when I've got some more creative inspiration for you. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'll see you again soon. Goodbye.